Whoa.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome fans to Palm Springs Stadium for this Game 2 of the CPCL Championship Series. It's going to be your Palm Springs Power taking on the Ivy Legends. Ethan Oliveras alongside Stephen Buxton, and in yesterday night's ball game at CBU, the Ivy Legends took down the Power by a score of 6-4, and now Bucks, the Power are in lose or win or go home situation.
Yeah, their backs are against the wall, and there's a guy that they really trust on the mound right now in Javier Vasquez, but the job is simple. You're not even thinking about that second game. It's just get through this one, win it one out at a time. And for the Power, if they can, they want to get off to a hot start to give Javier Vasquez a lead and to let him really get into a groove and just roll through this one.
Yeah, it is not expected, but today is a doubleheader if the Power can go in and win Game 2 here right now. The next game, Game 3, would start 30 minutes after this one concludes. But like you said, they're trying to just take care of business, not look ahead at the second game. And even though we've been mentioning in yesterday's ball game, in our pregame show as well on Instagram at the Power Baseball, we said all the pitchers are available and ready. So you're trying to win one game at a time. I don't think there's a way where you just, I don't want to throw this guy because I want to go save him for Game 2, because that is not guaranteed. You've got to go out there and just get one game at a time here.
Yeah, there's nothing guaranteed. The only thing guaranteed is right now just what's in front of them. So they're just wanting to be able to make it a guarantee. And once they get into Game 3, if that's a possibility, then they can change how they're playing. But again, it's backs against the wall. It's just throw everything out there. Expect to see if the Power can start to get their feet under them and start to get some traction. Expect to see Casey Dill manage this extremely aggressively.
We're just moments away from first pitch here for Game 2 of the CPCL Championship Series. Now on inside corner for strike one, leading off for the Legends is going to be Mario Quadros, batting second. Nicholas Mendez in the 3 spot, Christopher Cardenas. In the 4 hole, Isaiah Hernandez. Behind Hernandez is going to be Miguel Perez. At the 6 spot, AJ Logsdon. Batting 7th, Aiden Erlinson. Batting 8th, Josh Angley, and rounding out the lineup for the Legends is going to be Trent Johnson. And Vasquez now ahead 0-2 on Quadros. Upstairs, ball 1.
And I like the approach from Vasquez, starting off with a couple fastballs. The first one was, it wasn't right over the plate, but he wasn't trying to beat around the bush, and expect to see possibly a slider here.
It is indeed the slider off the end of the bat of Quadros, and will drop down into right field for a leadoff base hit. And that one misplayed by Rodriguez, and Quadros digging for second. It's going to be a close play, and he's in there. So the defensive miscue early here for the Power, something we saw that helped the Ivy Legends explode in yesterday's night's ball game in the 6th.
Yeah, and it looked like yesterday a lot of that was just the fact that the Power were playing on turf, and it was a bit of a slick surface, so sometimes they didn't get the exact hop that they wanted. But right now it looked like Junior Rodriguez might have just over-pursued that ball a little bit. A nice job being able to get to it in a quick enough fashion that there wasn't too much damage, but the Power would love to have been able to hold that to just a single.
Now bring up Nicholas Mendez. And Vasquez, a guy who's really going to go out and attack the zone. And last time we saw Vasquez was on July 14th against East LA Dodgers. 4 innings, no hits, no runs, and on 8 strikeouts. So he's looking to continue on and build from his last outing, where in that 4 innings he only had 46 pitches.
And you mentioned those no hits, the 8 strikeouts. That's all impressive. I think the thing that's most impressive, though, is the fact that he did it on, again, 46 or 48 pitches. It was incredibly efficient. If the circumstances weren't what they were with the Power having this week in front of them, there's a chance that they just ride him to the finish in that game.
We talked a bit about it in our pregame show. This is exactly why he only went those 4 innings and 46 pitches, is because Vasquez, they were lining him up here to play in this championship series, and here he is getting the nod in Game 2. Big 2-0 hack there from Mendez. Nice pitch on the outer half from Vasquez.
Yeah, Vasquez with a breaking ball there. I'd expect to see him trying to work away from him now. You've already seen a couple pitches inside. You see Vasquez trying to expand the zone a little bit here.
2-1 on the inner half. Fouled away. Mendez did not play in Game 1 of this championship series yesterday, so this is his first plate appearance of the series. See, there's a big hole in that 5-6 hole as Durazo, the shortstop, holding on the runner Quadros. Breaking ball, fouled off. And this is a good start here, getting a man in scoring position in your leadoff hitter, because we saw yesterday, Bucks, the Legends really struggled offensively for the first 4 innings in that ball game. You could even say 5 as well. They were shut down for 5.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a dominant first 5 innings from Sam Burgess. The Legends couldn't get anything together.
That one hit sharply towards the right side. Nice sliding stop by Cunningham, and he seems to be injured. He's got to get that ball in so Quadros doesn't score, but nice job by Cunningham just to knock that one down. Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, you hope that maybe it's just he might have tweaked something and, it's hurting a little bit right now. But obviously, you hope that it's best case scenario for Kai Cunningham, because the way he landed on his wrist there, it looked like he pulled it back a little bit. And the Power need everybody they can today. But
it looked right there. It almost like he got stuck on the dive. He tried to make a diving play, and he didn't slide. He just got stuck in the ground. That's not good at all, especially with one of their primary infielders, Caden Richards, already out as well.
Yeah, and it's always a tough scene when you see a guy immediately wave to the trainers, and that's going to be the end of his day. So they're going to go to the bench right now.
It looks like that defense replacement is going to be Michael Salser for the Power. So not the start you wanted here if you're the Power, especially coming into this game already down 1-0 in the series, and then the first 2 men reach, and you have an injury here early. But Vasquez now has to try to find a way to at least limit the damage, 1st and 3rd with nobody out, and brings up Christopher Cardenas. First pitch breaking ball in the dirt. Cardenas lays off. One in and out, count even. Buxton, I think it appears to be that this is the same home plate umpire as we saw in yesterday's ballgame at CBU, and we saw the zone was very large and got expanded there in that ballgame.
Yeah, and it wasn't necessarily an inconsistency issue, but it seemed that we were talking about it after the game, and I think we came to the consensus that it might just be the way that he sets up behind the catcher. So with Brett Williams right now, you're going to see the umpire set up right over his right shoulder. At least that's what was happening yesterday.
There goes the runner. It's a hit and run executed perfectly. Quadros comes in to score. And it's an RBI single for Chris Cardenas. Legends lead early 1-0.
And that is, you said it, executed perfectly. A fastball in on the hands. He got a little bit jammed, but pulls the hands in, and he's able to just flick that barrel down the right side. You talk about not wanting to do too much, not wanting to go way farther out than you need to, just meeting the situation. And right there, Cardenas, a very nice piece of situational hitting.
Big hack there from Isaiah Hernandez. And these are the 2 guys in the lineup that did some damage yesterday for the Legends. Chris Cardenas, who just had the RBI single, and Isaiah Hernandez were both 2 for 4 in yesterday's ball game. But really from both sides as well, it was the bottom half of the offensive lineups that were producing. 2-1 count now on Hernandez.
Yeah, and you mentioned that bottom half between Kai Cunningham, Derek Hurtado, and Caden Durazo. They were absolutely just a machine for that bottom third of the power order. All of them reached multiple times. Caden Durazo only recorded one out yesterday.
Hernandez tardy on that one. Counts even now 2-2. And we've seen already Vasquez get to that 2-strike count, but haven't really been able to put these Legends hitters away early.
Yeah, for Javier Vasquez, it's never been a question of if he's going to pound the zone. It's just always, are the pitches firm? Are they breaking at the right time? And is he going to finish off a batter?
Nice take there from Hernandez to work the count full.
And he wasn't getting those takes against the East LA Dodgers last week. They were swinging at that. Yeah,
those would have been whiffs back on Tuesday, but Ivy Legends better offensive output here. 3-2, another hit and run, and that one fouled off. Appeared to clip the home plate umpire there.
Everyone getting a piece of it here, and that one, yeah, it didn't just clip him. It got a good chunk of him.
That's going to be a stinger.
Yeah, he's going to give himself a minute to walk this off. Hopefully he's okay. One of our athletic trainers, Essence, is going out to attend to him, but I like the idea of throwing out a hit and run there, even if it's just getting that runner at first moving, just to avoid the double play. Right now, if you're on the power, you're just hoping that you can leave it at 2. Obviously, if you can get a pop-up in the infield, or if you can get a strikeout here and possibly a double play gets you out of this inning with just one run on the board, sure, that's awesome. But right now, you're just hoping that you can limit the damage, only allow that runner on third to score possibly, and just get through this inning down 2-0 and have the offense go to work quickly.
Yeah, I think something that they will indeed take as well is a strike him out, throw him out. We'll take a pair of outs for one run to score. And we saw in yesterday's ball game, Brett Williams threw out 2 runners. And he's been fantastic defensively for the Power all season. We'll do the 3-2 again. Runner takes off. This one hit in play. And it looked like there, Bucks, that Cardenas, he took off but then kind of stopped midway through. So maybe looking for if Hernandez does strike out, maybe they're trying to force the throw down from Williams to try to bring a run across.
And they saw the Power do that exact same play yesterday. Alex Hasso with a very delayed steal. He just chopped his feet halfway down.
And this one hit out to left field. Makade's underneath it, but it will be a sac fly for Hernandez. The Legends take a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, it's a good job of just fighting through that at-bat for Hernandez. That was a long one. He had to foul off 3 pitches, and he didn't get the best piece of it. But again, as long as you're giving productive outs for this Legends team, then that's exactly what they want. That's all you can really ask for, especially in the early stages of this game.
Yeah, they bring across another run. But now it's set up too. That one's going to be an infield fly. The new defensive replacement, Salter, underneath it for out number 2. And that's why that big sac fly, the Power will take that. Like you mentioned, at least just if they're going to score another run, just let that second run be it. Because now, just like that, we're just 1 out away.
Yeah, and it's all just because of the fact that you had a runner on third base with nobody out. Obviously, you would love to strand that runner, but you just can't necessarily count on being able to, get 3 outs without that runner scoring. He's only 90 feet away.
Now bring up A.J. Logsdon, who was 2 for 3 in yesterday's ball game and had a big 2-out RBI double back in the 7th, which indeed gave the Legends the lead. And this one hit hard out to right field. Juni Rodriguez giving it a chase, but it will be foul.
A long foul ball there, and that one, it looked dangerous for a second because, that thing had some tail on it, but it looked like it was starting to back up the closer it got to the line. So there was a chance that landed fair, and that it was hit far enough that there was no chance if that thing landed fair that Juni was going to get it. It wasn't hit high enough. It wasn't in the air for long enough.
And Bucks usually, we're used to here playing ball games at 7 p.m. and usually the wind blowing out, but right now seems like no wind at all, so ball could be playing differently here during the day.
No wind at all, and with it being this early in the day, it is warmer outside, so expect the ball to fly a little better too.
Down and away now. 3-1 on Logsdon. It seems like definitely the Ivy Legends have changed their offensive strategy, or at least so far early in this ball game. We mentioned 5 innings, they were quiet. And another one lifted high to right field. Logsdon just might have missed that one. Rodriguez going back, and it's off the wall. Cardenas going to come in to score, and it will be a stand-up, 2-out RBI triple from Logsdon.
Ethan, I mentioned that the ball's going to fly farther today. It's a little bit warmer, and that one, you saw it. A pop-up in the air. It looked like it was going to be just a normal fly ball, but that ball kept carrying and carrying. There was a lot of backspin on it, and you see it in the way that Junior Rodriguez read it. It's also going to be a little bit difficult with how the outfielders are going to be affected because the sun's right where they're looking to track fly balls.
Yeah, that one hit high in the air. That was 2 just good pieces of barrels there in that bat from Logsdon. First one went foul, that one off the wall. It's now a 1-1 count now on Aiden Erlinson. And this would really just cap off the inning if Erlinson can bring in the runner Logsdon from third. 1-2 now. Well, it's good here early that the power bullpen is ready whenever needed because this pitch count for Vasquez continues to rise here in the first. Just off the plate now.
Yeah, and with the game how it's going, of course, it's in the first inning, but 3 runs on the board. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe the next inning or the third, Casey gets someone warming up.
And there's strike 3 on the inside corner for out number 3. The Ivy Legends come out hot here early in Palm Springs. They lead 3-0. Back here for the bottom half of the first at Palm Springs Stadium. If you're just joining us, I'm Ethan Oliveras, joined by Stephen Buxton. And Ivy Legends come out of the gates running here as they have an early 3-0 lead over the Power. And this is Game 2 of the CPCL Championship Series.
Yeah, it's not like it's end of the world or anything, but for the Legends, you could not ask for a better start, especially if they get Julian Castro on the mound to throw a scoreless first inning. But for the Power, it's nothing they haven't seen before, but just the circumstances make it a little bit more paramount when you're getting punched in the face early on, and just everything gets a little bit tighter, and you need to just, from the first pitch, basically, attack.
That's what you're obviously looking for. You're up 3-0. You got spotted 3 to come in the ball game. That doesn't happen a lot for starting pitchers. So from here on out, if you're Castro, you want to continue to have those quick innings and continue to get rolling here and get your bats back up. It's AJ Bianchina leading off for the Power. I'll get into the rest of the lineup after this 0-2 pitch. I went way outside. Following Bianchina is the catcher Brett Williams. In the 3-hole, Junie Rodriguez. In the 4th spot, Alex Hasso. Behind Hasso is his Whittier teammate, Matt McCade. Batting 6th, Derek Hurtado. Batting 7th, Caden Durazo. And 8th, Ramon Valenzuela. And to round out the lineup for the Power, it's Michael Salser, who came in to replace Kai Cunningham, who was injured in the top half of the first. It's 2-2 count now on Bianchina. Bianchina just tries to find a way to get a piece of that one. Looks like he wanted to check swing, then he said, I might as well finish the swing now.
Yeah, Bianchina yesterday, it wasn't the greatest day. He went 0 for 4, but he did walk. He got on, and the main takeaway, he worked a lot of deep at-bats. 3 of his 5 plate appearances reached a 3-ball count, and he did hit a couple balls hard.
This is exactly, again, he's working that count again. This is going to be the 7th pitch of the AB.
And over the last couple weeks, especially when he's been on a bit of a tear, he has been the ideal leadoff hitter, especially just with how fast he is.
3-2, he fouls off another. And this is something that the Power did so well early in the ballgame, and why they jumped out to that 4-0 lead is they worked the Ivy Legends starting pitcher Gavin Smith, who only went 3 1/3, had 2 walks, 5 hits, and 4 earned runs. And the reason why he only lasted 3 innings is because the approach from these power hitters was brilliant. Eighth pitch of that bat is lined out to right field. It's falling fast, and it will fall down for a base hit.
Ethan, it looks like the wind started to kick in right during that at-bat. If you can see out in center field, our flag's waving towards right, and you saw a bit on that hit right there. Bianchina hit a fly ball that looked like it might hang up a little bit, but the ball just kept tailing towards that line. And a nice effort in the outfield by Erlinson, but just not able to catch it up. And for Bianchina, that's all you need. You just need the ball to find outfield grass. He can do the rest.
We talk about Bianchina's speed often, but when you're down 3-0 early and your run isn't all that important, you're not going to catch a 3-0 lead like that. He could be staying put over there right now at first, especially with the man up now and Brett Williams, who can do some damage. In yesterday's ballgame, just 1 for 5, had a couple opportunities with runners in scoring position, but came up empty.
And especially with just the situation right now, Brett Williams, he can't hit a 3-run homer. There's only one person on base, so for the Power, just from pitch number 1, it's just try and string together base runners.
Continue to work the pitch count of Castro as well. Home plate umpire says that one missed low. 2-1.
And I mentioned stringing together base runners. They did a fantastic job of that yesterday for the first 5 innings, though. After that, it was a bit of a struggle. They got 2 on or 3 on in the 6th, but stranded the bases loaded, and after that, just 2 for the rest of the game.
This one a chopper to the left side. Gonna be a tough play. Long throw. And he's safe. That throw pulled off Cardenas off the bag. And he tries to swipe Williams on the backside, but Williams beats it out.
I know that throw pulled him off the bag, but it was going to be a tough play to get Brett Williams at first. He runs really well, and, I mean, there's not much more you can do as far as just a defensive effort than that right there. I mean, it's one of those calls that probably goes either way, but I'm going to say that's a single for Brett Williams. So right now, Junie's got a chance to do some damage.
Nice effort there on the other end by Quadros. And first pitch, Rodriguez hacking. This one in shallow center, but it will be caught by Hernandez.
I like the approach there from Junie. That fastball caught a lot of the plate, and he's just trying to go up the middle with it. He shoots it up the middle into left center field, but it just hung up a little bit too long to land in front of the center fielder, Hernandez.
We'll bring up the cleanup hitter now, Alex Hasso.
It's the rare case when basically he just hit it a little bit too hard.
And there for strike one. Hasso yesterday was hitless, but he had a hit by pitch. He came around to score and had a fielder's choice RBI.
And a big part of it in that third inning, he was the reason the Power scored their first run. When Caden Durazo stole home.
This one hit to left side. He'll step on third for out number one and throw it across the diamond for out number two. So it's a double play there from the Ivy Legends to escape the miniature jam. Score still 3-0.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Eight, 9-1 due up here in the top half of the second. Angley, Johnson, Quadros. And what looked like a promising inning to start for the Power in the last half comes to an end after the 5-3 double play.
Yeah, and that is, again, I mentioned earlier that everything went the Legends' way in the top of the first. In the bottom, I mean, other than that Brett Williams or the two singles to start the game, I mean, you could pretty much say the same thing there.
Starts off Angley with the breaking ball on the outer edge for strike one.
And for the Power, it's, you hope that you could get a quick inning out of Javier Vasquez right here, because I think that an underrated key to this game, and a key to both if the Power can win this game and force a game too, is I feel that whatever team spends more time out on the field today has a massive advantage in game 2 just because it is warm today. It's warmer than both teams normally play in, and it's just a lot of wear and tear on the guys to be out there in the sun.
That's a nice start there for Javier Vasquez. He strikes out Angley. In the top of the first inning, Vasquez didn't collect an out until the cleanup hitter Hernandez came up.
Vasquez threw 33 pitches in the first inning.
33 pitches in the first inning for Javier Vasquez, so really important for him to get off to a hot start here. He's already 4 for 4 on strikes.
Another breaking ball from Vasquez, and I kind of like this now, going more to the breaking stuff here in the second. Back-to-back breakers, and Johnson has no answer. So 2.
And sometimes a guy can flip a switch going into the later innings in his outing.
There's strike 3 on the outside corner. Back-to-back Ks for Vasquez.
And a great job for Vasquez there. Throws a breaking ball that just backs up and stays in the zone. It looked like it was going to fall out, but at the last second, a little bit of extra bite to just land at that bottom corner. Almost nothing that Trent Johnson could do there. If he got a piece of wood on that, I mean, it's either foul or potentially breaking the bat.
The leadoff man, Mario Cuadros, coming to the plate, and that's the first ball in the inning from Vasquez. This one hit towards Valenzuela. Nice pick and throw on to first for out number 3. Bucks, you were asking for the nice quick inning, and Vasquez delivered 1, 2, 3. It's 3-0 going to the bottom half of the second.
The Management Trust is a 100% employee-owned company. Every employee has a vested interest in providing memorable experiences to every homeowner and board members of HOAs. It's a very powerful.
First base went out.
Bottom half of the second here. Power looking to scratch across some runs as they trail 3-0 in Game 2 in the CPCL Championship Series. Matt McCarty, leadoff man, due up for the Power. He got the party started early in yesterday's ball game, and he got the first hit out of the way with a smoked double off the wall. But after that, McCarty remained hitless for the rest of the ball game. And it came in this exact spot as well, McCarty, that double was in the second inning. He was in the 5-hole in yesterday's ball game and is put in the same spot here in the lineup.
And Ethan, with some of the guys missing in the lineup today, you see Kai Cunningham go down. There's no Caden Richards or Owen Michelson today. The Power are going to need a guy like Matt McCate to really step up and to really put an impact on this game.
There's a line shot into right field for a base hit. Nice stop out there by the right fielder Erlinson to keep McCate to a single.
A nice job from McCate there. He sees a fastball over the heart of the plate and just turns and burns with that one. It looked like if he hit it a little bit harder, there's a chance that thing skirts away from the right fielder, and he's got a chance to turn two there. But a great job by Erlinson, you mentioned, to keep that thing to just a single because that ball was dangerous.
Brings up Derek Hurtado to the plate. He was 2 for 4 with the run scored yesterday. He had some fantastic plays out there in center field as well. It was also a crucial error by Hurtado where the ball snuck underneath his glove, which allowed a run to come in to score, or I should say an extra run to score that shouldn't have scored. This one hit towards the left side. Mendez, that's one. On to first. They will not turn the double play. Nice job by Hurtado to bust down the line.
And you mentioned that a nice job from Hurtado. It's so crucial to not run into a double play there, and Hurtado's speed paying dividends. And you'd love to have 2 on, but even though Matt McCate couldn't beat that one out, at least you're basically in the same situation. You've got a runner on first, and frankly, you've got one of the fastest guys on the team on first in Hurtado.
First pitch, Durazo Hacken. This one to Erlinson. He's underneath it for out number 2. We'll now bring up Ramon Valenzuela, and Bucks, you were talking about working those deep counts again, but there's 2 quick outs by Hurtado and Durazo.
And if you're looking for guys who are going to need to step up today, Ramon Valenzuela might be candidate number 1. Had a tough day yesterday, played some solid defense, but 0 for 4 with 3 Ks at Cal Baptist.
And he ended up getting lifted for the pinch hitter Tyler Crawford in the 9th, which Crawford would end the game with a line out that hit the pitcher Mason Sanchez in the foot. Sanchez stayed with it and threw it on to first, which ended the ball game. Hurtado the runner on first, Valenzuela at the dish. Fouls it straight back for strike 2. Oh, and down and away now, ball 1. And you're looking for that productivity from the bottom half of the lineup like you got yesterday as well. Really, 7 through 9 did some damage for the Power. Right back in the count now is Valenzuela. So far, it hasn't been a problem for these power hitters to get on base. They're now up to 3 hits, but no runs to show for it. Just misses there. Legends loved that pitch from Castro. Heard the reaction coming out of that dugout, but he doesn't get the call now. Counts full, so Hurtado will be moving on the pitch. Not even covering Hurtado is Cardenas, and there he goes. That one put in play to the first baseman Cardenas, and he'll step on the bag for out number 3. Julian Castro allows the leadoff base hit by McCarty, then shuts the inning down We'll be right back after this break.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed, where exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. Cocktails crafted to perfection, and an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed pizza, dine-in or takeout. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Monster Shakes, the best ice cream creations in the desert and only place in the world that serves all 10 flavors of Dole Soft Serve. The winner of the best soft serve and smoothies, home to the world's best date shake and other fun creations like ice cream nachos and the cotton candy burrito. For a limited time, come in and try your luck. Any soft serve that weighs exactly 16 ounces is free. Monster Shakes in Palm Springs and Cathedral City, facing the Mary Pickford.
4, 3, 2.
$7 all night.
Here in the top half of the 3rd inning at Palm Springs Stadium, leading off for the Ivy Legends going to be number 1, Nicholas Mendez.
Number 1, Nicholas Mendez.
He's had some early action here defensively. Already turned a double play in this ball game, and he's first pitch hacking. Nice sliding stop there by Salter. Throw on to first for out number 1.
Here's that play by Michael Salters and Alpha Jewelers, Webb Jet.
And this is exactly what the Power need. We talked last inning about needing quick innings. You're down 3, and all you want to do is just make Julian Castro stand on that mound, make him have to grind through these innings and just tire him out. The Power are already taking really long at-bats. And, again, best case scenario, you just wear on that team.
Chris Cardenas hacking first pitch as well. That would have been nice if that one was put in play. It would have been 2 pitches, 2 outs, but Cardenas way out in front as it goes into the Power dugout. That one missed badly by Vasquez there, just absolutely yanked the fastball.
Yeah, it looked like he was just trying to put a little more on that. Brett Williams was set up a little bit outside, but not that far out, and
bounces right back in there now. He's ahead 1-2. Cardenas 1 for 1 with an RBI and a run scored back in the first. He had the first RBI of the ball game. And you mentioned trying to get quick innings to have their pitcher, Julian Castro, try to fatigue and wear him out. The Ivy Legends already did that to Vasquez, but so far Vasquez has had a good response since the first. Especially in these daytime games, you want that pitcher to stand out there and cook. So this one's lined into center field. Hurtado came on, then retreats back, makes the play.
Hurtado right there, maybe he's fighting the sun a little bit because, again, I mentioned the sun is basically directly over our heads in the press box right now. So for the players, when they're looking up towards the plate and they're looking up for a fly ball, they're staring right into it. So you saw Hurtado came in a little bit. He got 3 or 4 steps towards the infield and then had to book it going backwards.
Luckily, that one wasn't hit any sharper because if it was hit maybe more on a line, that ball would have probably carried over his head, but nice job to recover there from Hurtado. This one hit sharply down the right field line, but foul. That would have been trouble.
And it's not necessarily like an indictment on anyone fielding. It's just hard to see because basically as an outfielder, you get probably about 3 seconds before that ball reaches about its apex, and you can't necessarily see that when it's in the sun. You get the first couple of feet off the bat, and then it's in the sun, and you're going blind for a second.
And for the outfielders, it's so important for that first step because oftentimes you don't get that good first step, it's over. Hernandez just fouls off that slider.
And then for the Power, too, the bright side for them is they haven't struck out yet today, so they're putting the ball in play at as high of a rate as you possibly can, and more often than not, good things are going to happen. But so far, Ethan, some of it you can boil down to some tough luck. A couple great plays, a double play to end the first inning, too.
That one, back foot slider in there for strike 3. That's Vasquez's 4th strikeout on the day, back-to-back 1-2-3 innings. Let's see if these power bats can pick them up.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed, where exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. Cocktails crafted to perfection in an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed pizza, dine in or take out. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Monster Shakes, the best ice cream creations in the desert and only place in the world that serves all 10 flavors of Dole Soft Serve. The winner of the best soft serve and smoothies, home to the world's best date shake and other fun creations like ice cream nachos and the cotton candy burrito. For a limited time, come in and try your luck. Any soft serve that weighs exactly 16 ounces is free. Monster Shakes in Palm Springs and Cathedral City facing the Mary Pickford. Franchise opportunities available too. Monster Shakes, a delicious mess.
We'll have 9-1 to do up for the Power in the bottom half of the 3rd. Michael Salzer to lead it off. This is going to be his first plate appearance with the Power this season. He came in the first inning as a defensive replacement for the injured Kai Cunningham.
From Jeffy College, number 5, Michael Sutzer.
Salzer comes out of the gate swinging. First pitch way in front.
For Salzer, it's been some limited playing time with the Power. He was predominantly playing in the PSCL for the North Stars this season, but it's going to be interesting just to see what kind of approach he takes in his first time getting a full game's worth of at-bats, really.
Awkward swing there, and quickly down 0-2. So a hit will get by. No, Mendez, nice stop there to collect out number 1. Thought maybe that ball had a chance to sneak through that 5-6 hole, but Mendez again with another put out.
Yeah, I mean, Mendez didn't hit it in a great spot for the fielders to get to, and I thought maybe with how slow it was hit that he'd have a chance to run it out, but again, a nice play by the Legends, just able to get that thing off quickly.
And Bianchino first pitch hacking out to Hernandez, but it will be caught.
So I mentioned that the Power still yet to strike out. Everything has been in play for them. They've been putting bat to ball, but some of the negatives to that would be quick innings. I mean, one pitch and you're out for A.J. Bianchino. Right now they're down to their final out of the inning with Brett Williams. So if it's a 1-2-3 inning here, sure, they got the balls in play. They made the Legends defense work. But sometimes you can almost say that maybe you're putting the ball in play too early.
In the first 2 innings, they brought 4 batters to the plate. Excuse me, four batters in each of the first 2 innings. Now we're here in the 3rd, and they're 1 out away from going down 1-2-3. That one hit sharply down the line. It's a fair ball. They will not go down 1-2-3. Brett Williams will have a stand-up double.
Williams got a fastball in on the hands, and he just dropped the barrel and shot that thing right down the line. Ethan, I think that thing was practically skidding along the back as it went down the left field line. And the moment that thing got into the outfield, he knew it was 2. There's a chance even at 3 if it got all the way to the corner there. But a nice job by Perez, able to get to it and cut it off before further damage. But that's exactly what you need if you're on the power.
Williams right there just collected his 20th double of the season. Bring up Junie Rodriguez, where he lined out to the center fielder Hernandez. Second time in the ball game where the Power have had a runner in scoring position. First time was in the first inning, but they could not bring Bianchina across, as that inning ended with a double play.
And a big part of what's made the Power so successful this year and in years prior is the damage they've done with 2 outs. It's absolutely backbreaking to some of these teams when they can't get off the field, and they're going to need to do that. They're going to need to do that in a big way today.
2-out base hits are everything, but 2-out runs are even better, and that really what separates good teams from great teams. This one a lazy fly ball into left field, but it could be trouble, and it will land and get down. There's going to be a play at the plate. Williams will be upstanding. It's a 2-out RBI single from Junie Rodriguez, the Power on the board.
And that's the 2-out hitting that the Power have needed. You don't need to have all of your runs score with 2 outs. You don't need to bat .450 with 2 outs. But the thing that the Power have done so well this season is, let's say at a 60% clip maybe even, they're getting at least 1 run across when there's a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. You don't have to hit it hard. Junie didn't right there, but he just hit it in a spot where the fielder can't get to it.
Also over to the left side, throw on to first for out number 3. But the Power do pick up a run. They still trail, though, 3-1 heading to the 4th.
Spinning with 5,000 free credits. Why wait for your next trip to Casino? Now the play.
Think of the highest quality you can imagine. Now, think higher.
Hamburgers, all about.
Thank you for calling the Sandwich Spot. Is this a sandwich emergency? It's a sandwich emergency!
Great sandwiches made with love. The Sandwich Spot. Love all, feed all. Located in downtown Palm Springs inside of the Henry Frank Arcade.
Jessup Auto Plaza has been proudly serving the Coachella Valley since 1938 as your trusted family-owned auto destination. Now, electrify your drive with the Valley's most extensive range of electric vehicles. Drive the Chevrolet Blazer, Equinox, Silverado, the powerful GMC Hummer, Sierra, and the distinctive Cadillac Lyriq. Silent power, bold performance. Electrify your drive. Jessup Auto Plaza. Since 1938, the EV brands you love, the family you trust.
Miguel Perez leading off the inning for the Legends. The Power cut the lead in half in the last half inning, plating across a run thanks to Junie Rodriguez RBI single. And it's been back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings for Vasquez. Looking to continue on with that trend. Especially after the Power just got a run. Perez logs in Erlinson. Due in order. It's a nice breaking ball there from Vasquez for strike 2. That breaking stuff really has been one of his key pitches here in today's ball game. He goes right back to it, but no chase there from Perez.
Yeah, and the slider looking like it has a little bit more vertical movement today. That one just shot down. He pulled it a little bit out of the hand, but if he could get that thing closer, it's lethal.
There it is. Sets down Perez with the next pitch. Vasquez now up to 5 Ks on the day.
Yeah, went with the slider the last one. He goes with the fastball at the knees there, and not a ton you can do for Perez after you're slowed down like that. Just a great job by Vasquez, and he has been fantastic at rebounding since the first.
Logs in first pitch swinging. It'll go foul. Logs in so far, even with that pitch right there, that one was hit hard and he was way out in front of it. Logs in had an RBI triple back in the first, and the pitch before the triple was also a long foul ball, so he's picking up Vasquez really well. Backdoor breaking ball, nice pitch there.
And this is a really dangerous hitter in the lineup. A.J. Logsdon, out of UC Riverside, he is a Division I guy. He's got a lot of power in that bat.
Tries to climb the ladder, but way out of zone.
And it seems through the first 3 games that we've seen from Logsdon, there's just a different sort of professionalism in his at-bats as well.
See it right there. That's a beautiful take. Vasquez tries the breaking stuff again. We see some tough takes from these Ivy Legends lineup as well. Vasquez has given them some pitches that they look like they're going to stay either at the knees or maybe down the middle, and they just drop right out of the zone, but Legends have been all over it.
And that one, too, I know it wasn't particularly close, but that pitch, a breaking ball, that was a strike for a long time and then just fell off the table, and Logsdon wasn't even thinking about it.
He ends up losing Logsdon after being up 0-2, so Logsdon will work the one-out walk and bring up Aiden Erlinson.
Trying to double up with the slider. I like the idea of going front hip and having him frozen on the outer edge, but that pitch just slipped out of the hand of Javier Vasquez. Not sure if he just didn't have a great grip on the baseball or maybe if it was just let go a little bit too early, but it was a ball right out of the hand.
It was the first walk of the day for Vasquez as well. Not a guy that walks a ton of hitters. And you got no room for error, really, in this ball game. Vasquez strikeout walk ratio, 23 strikeouts on 6 walks. This one lifted out to Rodriguez, and he's got it for out number 2.
And right now, the Legends just trying to give the Power a little bit of a taste of their medicine and give a 2-out hit here. And we mentioned it last inning. The Power, as long as you can be pesky with 2 outs, as long as you can be a burden with 2 outs, you don't need to score a run every time there's 2 outs, but it's just as long as you can force an inning to continue, it wears on team, and it's honestly deflating when a pitcher just can't finish off the inning and 2 or 3 more hitters come to the plate over and over and over again.
Angley, a guy that knows about 2-out hitting. Last night's ball game, he had a 2-out RBI single, which extended the 2-run lead for the Legends. And Logsdon will take off for second, a little delayed, but that ball sailed by Williams and will get all the way to center field. Hurtado will get it in quick, but Logsdon now just 90 feet away.
The rare defensive miscue from Brett Williams, that ball into center field. Again, a very important that Derek Hurtado was able to back that up, because if he wasn't there in time, Logsdon runs fairly well, so he would have probably scored.
It's a 1-1 count now at Angley. Vasquez drops in the breaking ball. That one, too, it looked like Logsdon almost, I don't know if it was a planned delayed steal. Like, he did not get a good jump at all. And if that ball is anywhere close to the bag that Salser can handle, they could probably have Logs and Gun down. Vasquez gets Engley to whiff on the outside corner for strike 3. Vasquez continues the deal now after a rocky first inning. Power still trail 3-1.
There's something winning in the agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Power looking to score in back-to-back innings here as they're chasing 2 to the IV Legends. Matt McCauday will lead off. And last time in his first plate appearance, he did lead off. He had an RBI single.
The left fielder from Wayne College, number 12, Matthew McCutcheon.
For Matt McCauday, again, it's the same mission that all the power players have today. Just put something in play, make that Inland Valley defense work, and ideally something in the gap so you can set up Derek Hurtado to possibly drive in a run.
McCauday been a great hitter this season for the Power. He's one of the 2 switch hitting guys on this Power team, him and AJ Bianchina. McCauday batting .286. The OPS of .941 is he has 23 ribbies on the season with a pair of home runs. That's where he really thrives, is when he gets ahead of the count.
And for McCauday, he's able to work a ton of walks this season, but he's seen a couple pitches inside already today. So if I'm him, I'm staring right in that gap in left center field, because if he hits anything out there, it's almost guaranteed extra bases, but that's going to be a 4-pitch walk.
And you'll indeed take that. Want to continue to build Castro's pitch count. String runners on the base pass and bring in a couple to score.
And for Hurtado, it's the same thing. If it's inside, look to left center field. But right now, I wouldn't expect to see a green light until anything out of the hand of Julian Castro is a strike.
They're playing Hurtado the same defensively in the outfield, leaving that left center gap wide open. Left fielder Perez playing more towards left field line. This one hit at Cardenas. They'll get the out at second. Going to be tough to double it up. And again, Hurtado will beat out the double play.
It's the same thing that happened in the first inning, a fielder's choice allowing Hurtado to reach. And again, it's just the speed beating it out. It's that hustle, which is so important today in a game where you need to string together base runners. You need to avoid a double play today.
So they switch runners and collect out, do the Legends. They'll take that, but Hurtado will be taken off, and it's a hit and run. And Hurtado didn't see the ball as he slid into second. And that is one base running miscue there from Hurtado. If a hit and run is on and you're running, you got to peek in towards the inside to see where that ball's going, and he never did that.
I'm not even sure if that was a hit and run necessarily. I think Caden Durazo might have just seen a center cut at fastball there and put it in play. And with Hurtado, you'd love if he could just peek back and get a glimpse of where that ball is, because if he doesn't slide into second, I mean, there's almost a 70% chance probably that he's on third.
And I peeked over at manager Casey Dill was at third, and he was trying to pick up Hurtado's attention, was waving the windmill, was trying to tell him, and he was visibly upset there that Hurtado was not standing on third base right now. Valenzuela lifts one out to left field. Perez going back. He's drifting back, and it drops down. Runners will just go station to station, as we'll see how that one is ruled. Scoreboard says E7 on Perez.
And that is just a tough break for the Power right there. Yes, they do get the base runner. They get the bases loaded now, but if Derek Hurtado was standing on third base, it's a one-run ball game now, and it looked like pretty much nobody in this building got a good read on that ball, including the left fielder Perez. And because of that, you've got Caden Durazo with Ramon Valenzuela right behind him as he's turning into second. Durazo had to run all the way back to, or Valenzuela had to run all the way back to first, and Hurtado just caught in no man's land. It looked like he was going to give it a chance to score, but that ball already back in the infield by the time he rounded third.
It'll be a mound visit here from the head coach Marcellus Pearson, trying to maybe just settle down Castro a little bit, give him a breather, give the defense a breather. This is a big spot in this game. The momentum can shift with a big base hit here from Michael Salser in just his second at-bat with the Power this season. So base is full, one out. Castro starts Salter off with strike one.
Corners of the infield playing in, middle infield at double play depth. Unless this thing's hit right at a middle infielder, expect them to go right for that run at home.
0-2 now on Salser. Legends looking for the strikeout or the double play ball. This one hit softly towards the left side. They'll collect one out, but a run will come in to score. The Power cut the lead to just one. Legends lead 3-2.
That's a massive break for the Power right there. Hurtado scores, but Durazo almost hit by that baseball when he was running to third. You see him have to move out of the way, basically. He waved his arms to try and just avoid that, because if he hits that, it's a double play and the inning's over. But it looked like it was a little bit distracting to the shortstop for the Legends. And Quadras just didn't get a good read on it and couldn't get the ball off in time to possibly get to.
And Quadras could not collect out on any of the lead runners, so the Power still in business here, even with two outs. Two runners in scoring position, and it's the leadoff man, A.J. Bianchina. One now, fouled off to the right side. And I know it's not the best outcome with the bases loaded, one out. You do collect a run, but it does come with the out. But just the little things like that, just try, even with two strikes, nice job by Salter just to put it on the ground and get a run across.
And it's another example of the Power just simply taking the opportunity. That wasn't necessarily, a well-hit ball. That wasn't a great opportunity to score more runs, but just the ability to, again, you've got the bases loaded, at least squeak through one run. I mean, it changes games being able to do that versus getting stranded.
2 strikes now, and Bianchina sends it out to center field, but it's going to be right at Hernandez to end the inning. The Power do bring across another run. They now trail just by 1. We're heading to the 5th.
Quality first is quite a philosophy to live by. But world-class ingredients are the foundation of great meals. And we wouldn't have it any other way. At Kaiser Grill in downtown Palm Springs, we believe you deserve the best. So whether it's dinner for 2 or a celebration with 200 friends, quality is our promise to you. Because quality is king. Quality is Kaiser.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Javier Vasquez has shut out the Legends for 3 straight innings now after giving up 3 runs in the first. He's in the 5th inning. He's due to set and face off against Trent Johnson, Mario Quadros, and Nicholas Mendez.
And the Legends already going to the bench. Gavin Johnson, number 23, going to take over for Trent Johnson.
So we see an early pull from the catcher, Trent Johnson. Yesterday's ball game, they had their starting catcher in Christopher Cardenas, who started this ball game at first base. So we'll see if Cardenas will switch and go behind the plate for the next 6 innings or so. Two now. And he strikes out Gavin Johnson. Javier Vasquez continues to roll here.
Yeah, it's just the first inning for Vasquez. He ran into some trouble. Since then, he is 1 over the minimum, and he has looked better inning by inning there. He threw a slider that was down and in and absolutely tied up Johnson. He pulled the hands in and basically accidentally swung the bat.
7 strikeouts and counting for Javier Vasquez. We mentioned his last outing, he was up to 8 through 4 innings. Right now, 7 through 4 1/3.
And if you ignore that first inning, if I told you going into this game, Ethan, Javier Vasquez potentially, if he gets through this inning, would be through 5 innings. He allowed 4 hits and 3 runs. I think Casey Dill would probably take that any day.
This one hit right over the head of the leaping Hasso. Quadros will dig for 2. Rodriguez had some trouble getting the ball out of his glove, and it will be sailed over Durazo's head, but Valenzuela there for backup. It's the second hit of the ball game from Quadros.
And that's a nice heads-up job at third base from Ramon Valenzuela. It looked like he wasn't ready for that play, and then at the last second got his head up, moved a little bit to his left, and able to cut off that throw as it sailed over the head of Salzer. And if that gets past Valenzuela, you could almost guarantee that Quadros would score.
Maybe it would have been a close play, too, at second base if Rodriguez didn't have that little bobble in the glove there. Had trouble trying to get it out. Chopper over to the second baseman. Salzer, he'll collect out number 2.
Ethan, it feels like since the first inning, Javier Vasquez, whenever he's gotten in trouble, you see that double right there. He's been able to throw a pitch, a competitive pitch in the zone, and just induce soft contact so quickly.
Yeah, and the pitch that's really been helping him is that slider. He's had these legend hitters out in front as he starts off Cardenas there with the fastball outside. But that breaking ball has been everything and more for Vasquez here today. Anytime he's in trouble or needs some strikes, he'll just flip it in. And there it is right there off the end of the bat. Going to be a tough play for Valenzuela. Up with the bare hand. Got him out at first. Nice play there from Ramon Valenzuela to save a run. It's 3-2 heading to the bottom half of the 5th.
Try our big, beautiful, all...
Brett Williams, leadoff man here in the 5th for the Power. They've scored in back-to-back innings now. No big splash yet from this offense that we're so used to seeing, those big breakout innings. But slowly but surely, they're crawling their way back into this ball game as they trail just by 1. Julian Castro out there for his 5th inning of work. Let's give up 6 hits on 2 earned runs. This one a line shot into right field, but a nice leaping play out there by Erlinson.
Yeah, great job by Erlinson. Williams hit that one hard and on a line, and he had to run a while for that one. but an athletic play that, at bare minimum for the Legends, saves them a huge extra base hit.
That one, a line shot that looked like maybe to get over to. It had a nice little ride on it, but Erlinson, that tall frame as well, going back, makes the leaping play. And it looks like that will be the end of the day for Julian Castro after 4 1/3 of 6 hits, 2 earned run on the day. We'll be right back after this pitching change here at Palm Springs Stadium.
Three, two, one.
We're back here at Palm Springs Stadium after the pitching change. It'll be number 43, Jacob Villegas, in relief for the starting pitcher, Julian Castro, which I mentioned Castro's final line was 4 1/3 innings, 6 hits, no Ks, no walks, and 2 earned runs. Maybe this one a planned batter that they want Villegas to face, as it's a left-on-left matchup.
Yeah, they get the left on left, and part of it too, just Castro had been out there for a lot of long innings. So part of what had been so important for the Power, just making these pitchers work and wearing them down quicker than they need to.
And we saw the Ivy Legends bullpen get active in yesterday's ball game as the Power had them use 4 pitchers last night. But it will just be the second one here today, as we're 4 1/3 through the game.
One of the advantages the Power have today is the fact that they know exactly how they have to play this first game. They have to manage and they have to play. They have to attack it to win this, or else the season's over. And with that in hand, if they can get to this Legends bullpen, then that also, if they win this game, just means that they taxed a bullpen that's already been used a lot over the last week. They already threw 4 pitchers yesterday. And if they can make a lot of guys work in this first game, then it's going to be a depleted staff for game number 2.
2-2 count now on Rodriguez, and that one thrown behind him. There is pros and cons about losing game 1 in a best of 3. If you're the Power, kind of maybe a pro could be for the Legends perspective, right? You're up 1-0 in the ball game. You could kind of maneuver around, okay, well, we don't want, depending on what the scoreboard says, oh, we don't want to use this guy yet. We'll save him for game 3. We're up 1. We can afford to lose one. But then the Power side, you're like, we have to throw everybody now because there's no guarantee we are going to get to Game 3. Nice take there from Rodriguez as he works the walk.
And part of it, too, is a little bit mental because the Power, again, if you win Game 1, then you're going or if you win Game 2, then you're going into 3. You got a lot of momentum on your side. You probably got a couple good offensive rallies, so the bats are feeling good. And, of course, it does require a great pitching performance. So you got a staff that's fairly well-rested for terms of what they've done this season. And even yesterday, they went through 3 pitchers, but a lot of them are guys that they weren't even planning on using today.
Alex Hasso up at the dish. He's ahead 1-0. That one outside corner. Yeah, yesterday's ballgame, the Power started off with the starting pitcher, Sam Burgess, where he went 6 innings. Joe Godoy came in and gave him 0.2 innings. Then Keith Williams had the rest of the game, went an inning and a third. That one in the dirt. Nice block there by the catcher, Cardenas, who did move from first base to behind the plate. And Gavin Johnson, who came in to pinch hit for Trent Johnson, is now at first base.
An incredibly important factor for the Power, though, is the fact that they need to at least tie this game before you get to the late innings, because then the Legends can just go all out with their late inning back end of the bullpen guys and just pull every high leverage situation out, because it doesn't matter who they pull out. If they win this game, the season's over, so they can expend that entire pen.
Also in the hitter's friendly 3-1 count here. And it's back-to-back walks for Villegas.
Villegas does not look comfortable out on the mound right now. The landing spot looks like it's been in a couple different places, and the spray chart is all over the place right now. There's been a couple pitches where he released it, and it just simply looked like he didn't even have a feel for the ball in the hand, and that pitch that he threw to Juni that was behind his head, I mean, that was a visceral reaction that almost looked like he was just completely uncomfortable.
And some of these misses have been very badly, like you just mentioned. And there it is again, fastball not even close to the zone to Matt McCade, who has reached both times in this ballgame, a single in the second and a walk in the fourth. This is a rope down the left field line, but foul. That one had trouble written all over as there's a good chance manager Casey Dill had the windmill on for Hasso, the runner at first, to go ahead and take the lead in this game.
That ball was hit hard enough, it was hit low enough that if it was just a couple feet to the right, I mean, it's extra bases. It's even possibly 3 with how Matt McCate can run. And you're willing to bet that that could clear the bases with Hasso at first.
And McCade batting from the right side due to the lefty pitching Villegas. Both his first 2 at-bats were from the left side. And I asked McCade early on in this season, I said, where are you most comfortable at, really, the right side or the left side? He's like, well, I obviously take a lot more at-bats from the left side just because to the lack of left-handed pitchers that I face, but I still sit very well from the right side. Back-to-back, or I say now it's 3 hitters in a row where Villegas has fallen to a 3-ball count.
And as far as the being comfortable at each side kind of thing, it's a lot of that is because these guys grow up starting from the right side or starting from whatever their traditional side is.
3-1 pitch line right back up the middle. Nice stop by Quadros. He gets out at second, and he gets the double play. What a play there from Mario Quadros, as that's an inning-ending double play. Score remains 3-2.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are two teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
3, 2, 1.
We're back here in the top half of the 6th inning after a just gut-wrenching blow to the Power offense as Mario Quadros had an impressive double play ball to end the inning.
And Ethan, I spoke to you in between the top and bottom of the 5th, and I did as well after that inning. If no matter which team wins, the double plays to end each half of the 5th inning are going to be pointed at as a reason that this team either won or lost the game.
And that play you're alluding to, is I'll get to that right now, is broken bat to the first baseman Hasso, and he steps on the bag. The play that you're alluding to in the top half of the 5th was that bare hand play to end the inning by Ramon Valenzuela that saved the run. And then the play we just mentioned as well, the Quadros double play. It's been the second time in the ballgame that the Power have grounded into a double play as well. First pitch, hacking. That's a nice stop by Valenzuela. Spinning throw. Nice play on the other side by Hasso.
Valenzuela's having a really nice day over there at the hot corner. That ball not hit too hard, but it takes a strange hop. He had to jump up a bit to get it over on his left side. And that's been not completely for show. It gives him a chance to reset his hips and plant his feet to, most importantly, deliver a strike down to Alex Hasso at first.
This has kind of been the kryptonite so far to Javier Vasquez is A.J. Logsdon. He's reached both times, one via the walk and the RBI triple in the first. Nice pitch, inside corner. Oh, had Logsdon fooled there. Vasquez up now, 1-2. Back foot slider executed nicely. Goes right back to it. This time Logsdon holds his swing, and they'll check if he went. Field umpires said he stayed.
I like that idea, though, with Logsdon. You get that half-hearted, really uncomfortable swing on the slider and just keep going further in.
Hit sharply towards Salser. He gobbles it up. Throw on to first. And Javier Vasquez has now thrown 5 scoreless innings after giving up 3 runs in the first inning. He's certainly giving his offense a chance to come back in this ball game. We'll see if they can do it going to the bottom half of the 6th.
The Management Trust is a 100% employee-owned company. Every employee has a vested interest in providing memorable experiences to every homeowner and board members of HOAs. It's a very powerful thing. No homeowners association is too small or too large for us to manage. From community maintenance services to customized absentee home care, the Management Trust provides just about every service any homeowner could ask for. Hi, I'm Damien with the Management Trust. We're a community management built differently for your homeowners association. To find out how, give me a call.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Quality first. It's quite a philosophy to live by. But world-class ingredients are the foundation of great meals. And we wouldn't have it any other way. At Kaiser Grill in downtown Palm Springs, we believe you deserve the best. So whether it's dinner for two or a celebration with 200 friends, quality is our promise to you. Because quality is king. Quality is Kaiser.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1.
Leading off the inning for your Palm Springs Cow.
Leading off here in the sixth inning is going to be Derek Hurtado. Durazo to follow. And in the hole is Ramon Valenzuela. And it's quite opposite from the first game when we've seen from the bottom half of this lineup. Bottom half, 6 through 9 are 0 for 8 in this ball game. Excuse me, I'll scratch that. They're 1 for 8. Durazo had a single back in the fourth, which Durazo was due on deck.
And you can't always ask for a performance you got yesterday where every single one of them reached multiple times. But right now, at bare minimum, even if they are 1 for 8, Hurtado's reached twice, both on a fielder's choice. Durazo has the hit. Valenzuela reached on an error. Salter did drive in a run on an RBI ground out.
So the production is there, just not basically with the hits. You got to scratch the hits, but production is there. Hurtado came in to score. You mentioned Salter RBI, Durazo with the base hit.
Yeah, there is some production, and that is a huge part of what's going to have to drive the power today, being able to get something out of the bottom of that lineup. But again, it's just not quite what yesterday was, as that runs in and hits Hurtado.
So it's been the third time today that Hurtado has reached base and has done it without a base hit. But he'll take it any way on. We always say it, any way on. And that's a big runner that you don't want to put on base because the speedy Hurtado, he'll try to go maybe swipe a bag here, and he's the tying run now.
And especially for the power when you've got a guy like Hurtado who's gone on all 3 times, but this time it's the only time he's gotten on without recording an out too, so you've got a really fast runner on base and nobody out still.
Durazo will square the bunt, and he'll pop it straight up, and it will be caught by Cardenas.
That just can't happen right there. A pop-up on a bunt attempt. You need to get that thing down. Even if you miss it, you'd rather have completely missed the ball or put down a really poor bunt than just putting it or getting contact and popping it straight up, because there's nothing that Hurtado can do there.
Breaking ball on the inside corner for strike one, and now Valenzuela the lefty will face off against the lefty Villegas. And Hurtado will take off. He had a good jump, and there'll be no throw from Cardenas. Big stolen base there. Hurtado says, all right, you won't move me over with the bunt. I'll go ahead and get the bag myself.
And you mentioned that jump. Hurtado was going, it looked like before the pitcher Villegas even lifted his leg. I mean, he was locked in on Valenzuela at the plate and just did not look at Hurtado as he goes again.
And this one hit out to right field for a base hit. Hurtado slid into third. It doesn't matter. He'll come in to score. That one kicked out in right field by Erlinson. And Ramon Valenzuela has just tied this game with the RBI double.
Valenzuela saw a couple pitches in on the hands during that at-bat. That one out over the plate. he flattened his barrel, he flattened the bat path there and just hits a screamer down the line. It was not played well in the outfield, so it did give Hurtado a little bit extra time, but again, he didn't need it. And a big break for the Power as you get another good runner in Valenzuela on second base for Michael Salzer, who just drove in a run last time.
Going into that bat, Ramon Valenzuela in this championship series was 0 for 6, but he snaps that with the biggest hit of the season so far for him. And that one, Bucks, just inches away from being caught by the first baseman, Gavin Johnson. He went full extendo for that one.
It was a great effort, but again, it was a rocket down the line, and he was the only one who was going to have a shot at that. With how that ball was hit, it was either going to need to be a Sports Center top 10 play at first base, catching a rocket, or you could have almost just penciled in Valenzuela standing on second.
1-1 count now on Salzer. 1 out, 1 runner on. Hit towards the right side, it's a fair ball! Valenzuela will come in to score. That one goes all the way to the wall. Salzer digging for 3, and he'll have a stand-up RBI triple after being down 3-0 in this ball game. The Power battle back, and they now lead 4-3.
Ethan, we said at the bottom of the lineup needs to produce, and right there, some extra base pop from the 8 and 9 hitters. Cunningham follows this, or Salzer follows the same script as Valenzuela, going right down that line. It wasn't hit as hard, but it took the right bounces for the Power. It was flying away from that foul line over into the corner, and it took a tough hop away from the right fielder, Erlinson. And the moment he couldn't get that thing right off the first bounce, Salzer was flying around, and it wasn't handled well out in the outfield. Again, the relay took a moment. There was a second where I was thinking, is Casey going to send Salzer? But a late stop sign and a stand-up triple, possibly the biggest of the run of this season for the Power.
And everything that we just said before this inning started, how the bottom half of the lineup was not producing like yesterday, they just absolutely flipped the script here as they played the most important part in this ball game.
And not just that, but they've got a great bat-to-ball guy coming up in A.J. Bianchina. You mentioned earlier his ability to be a switch hitter, so he's still got the platoon advantage here, and he's one of the fastest guys on the team, and there's only 1 out.
The infield will come in for the IV Legends. They have now lost the lead, but they're not trying to have that lead grow now for the Power. And it just seems like right now, for Villegas, it's a badly miss or it's finding the heart of the plate.
And you're going to see a little bit of extra emphasis down the right field line right now with a new pitcher. It's Samuel Duenas warming up, and they're about to put on a fire drill if A.J. Bianchina reaches.
Vegas falls behind now 2-0. Bianchina 1 for 3 with the single. That base hit came off in the bottom half of the first as he takes the breaking ball for strike 1.
And I'd expect, too, if Bianchina reaches, it doesn't matter if they score the run at third and Michael Salzer. Even if Bianchina's walked here, I wouldn't expect to see Brett Williams facing off against Villegas.
Another one way outside, missed badly. It's 3-1. And you got to assume, like you mentioned, Bucks, if Bianchina does reach first, I assume you're walking Brett Williams to load the bases. Even though it would just be 1 out, you have an out at every base.
Either that or I wouldn't be surprised if they just pull Villegas right now.
Comes to 3-1, way outside for ball 4.
And no movement in that Legends dugout, and actually here it is. They're going to get up, and this should be the day for Villegas.
Well, they do. Villegas has been struggling. But one thing that comes to mind is, what if I mean, obviously it's not going to happen because Marcellus Pearson is going to take the ball from Villegas. But if they would intentionally walk Brett Williams and have him face the left-on-left matchup in Junior Rodriguez, but that idea thrown out the window with the righty coming on.
And I don't think they would even consider that right now. Just with the circumstances of the last 48 hours for Junie, he's reached 5 times in these first 2 games of the CPCL playoffs.
So nothing has really been holding Junie Rodriguez back. It doesn't matter. Righty, lefty, switch hand thrower. Rodriguez is on a heater right now, but first they will have to get to Brett Williams with runners on first and third with 1 out, but we will be... Will be Brett Williams to lead off against the new pitcher on the mound for the Legends. It's Samuel Duenas. He's coming in a tough situation against a very, very professional hitter in Brett Williams. Salter the runner at third, Bianchino the runner at first. Power just retook the lead 4-3. Not retook, got their first lead of the ball game. That's a big response from this offense after trailing 3-0 early. But Bucks, you mentioned as well, it's right in that second inning when you said it's only 3-0, and it's the first inning.
Yeah, it's a power team that's came back from bigger deficits before. They're known for putting up numbers very quickly. They haven't put it up a ton so far, but 3's not a huge deficit that you have to come from behind for.
Bianchino takes off, and Williams is swinging. Tough play for Mendez, and it's off the glove of the first baseman Johnson, and Salter will come in to score. It is now 5-3.
A brilliant move to have A.J. Bianchino moving on that. A perfect hit and run. Even though Brett Williams didn't hit that ball well, he hit it straight into the ground. It shot so high up that the third baseman didn't have a chance at making a great play. Mendez was all sorts of out of position, and with how Bianchino can run, he's already at third now. And a tough break for the Legends to allow a run to score, but not get anyone out on a ball that didn't leave the infield.
Double play still set in order. As Rodriguez lifts this one foul, and that's looks like right there Rodriguez is trying to get this ball in the air deep enough for Bianchino to tag, which it doesn't have to be that deep. You mentioned the speed. And right there, that was a heads-up play by Bianchino. He was running on the pitch, and he saw Mendez go really far back. It was going to be a long throw, so Bianchino takes an extra 90 feet.
Yeah, and for Bianchina, that all just dials down to being present and being aware of basically your surroundings. He's head first going into second base, but once he takes that turn, he sees the positioning of the third baseman there, and he sees that they're not thinking about A.J. Bianchina. They're not just going to stand there and try and tag him, so they concede the runner going to third, and the moment that ball's out of his hand, there's nothing you can do.
2-1 count now on Rodriguez.
And it sounds more straightforward than it is, but there's a lot of base runners who don't take that extra 90 feet.
3 runs have already scored in the inning for the Power, and this one a soft dribbler. Quadro's coming on. He'll get the out at first, but it will now be the 4th run in the inning that has come across for the Power.
A nice job by Junie, just being able to put a ball in play. So far on the day, the Power have not struck out. Every single at-bat today, aside from the walks, has ended up with a ball in play. And when you're down early in the first, that's exactly what you need. And Junie Rodriguez right there just doing what they give him, doing what he can to at least be productive when getting outs.
And that will be the end of Villegas' day as his final runner came on to score in Bianchina. So all 4 runs will be charged against Jacob Villegas.
And for the Power, the reason why productive outs are so important is this isn't a team that they can just roll over. They need to take everything.
This one line out to left field for a base hit. Windmill's going to be on for Williams. There's going to be a play at the plate. It will be cut off, and then they try to throw it home, but it won't be in time. We talked about those 2 out base hits. That was a big one there from Hasso.
And Ethan, we started by talking about how the bottom of the lineup needs to produce. Check. We talked about how the Power need to be able to string together base runners and put together a long inning. Now Matt McCate, the 9th batter of the inning for the Power, and they've scored 5 already.
I mentioned earlier, too, after those back-to-back innings where they picked up a run in the 3rd and a run in the 4th, how many times this season have we seen the Power absolutely explode in an inning, and it just felt like, oh, they're crawling back into it, but we haven't seen that big explosion, and now here in the 6th, we finally get to see it.
A team doesn't try for long innings. They don't try to put up 5 or 6. It more so just happens. But they're trying to at least make it to a 4th, 5th, 6th batter every inning, because more often than not, you're at least scoring 1, maybe 2 runs there, and anything past that, it's just extra on top. And the Power are better than just about everyone that we've seen this season, and being able to extend those from 5 or 6 to 8 to 10 batters.
There's strike 3 on the inside corner. Mamakati did not like that call, and that one didn't look very close at all. But the Power explode for 5 runs here in the 6th. They get their first lead of the day, and they now lead 7-3 heading to the 7th.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024,
we're here in the 7th inning, and maybe be surprised by what I'm about to say, but Javier Vasquez is out to pitch for the Power in the 7th inning despite giving up 3 runs in the early frame.
Ethan, one of the things that this staff loves about Vasquez is just the maturity that they've seen from this young man, and it's so apparent when you see him get attacked in the first inning, and then he has locked in. He has been absolutely nails since, and he is the reason that the Power are not only in this game, but that they've had the chance to take the lead.
Erlinson picks up a base hit here to start the 7th inning. And Vasquez at 94 pitches, and 33 of those came in the first inning.
Again, since the first inning, it's been basically just cruise control for Vasquez.
He's now faces off against Joshua Angley, the 8 hitter in this Legends lineup. That one hits Angley straight in the back. First 2 men now have reached against Vasquez here in the 7th.
Yeah, just a fastball that backed up on Vasquez. He was trying to go inside, and that pitch just kept going. A tough break for him in a day where he has pitched so well. But right now, in a big jam here, and we were talking about it during the break. Yeah, I said if there's any base runners on this inning, they're probably warming someone up, and just like that, Tyler Crawford has got up and moving for the Power.
And smart by Brett Williams here to go ahead and settle down Vasquez and take some time. Maybe give Crawford some time in the bullpen as well to start getting looser and looser in this ballgame.
And I like the move here for Brett Williams because, again, it does buy time for Crawford in case there is a dire situation and they need to pull Vasquez during this inning. But it also just gives Vasquez a moment to just collect himself and breathe. This hasn't been a long inning. It's only been 2 batters, but it is hot outside. It's been a long day for him. This is his 7th inning out there. So just a moment to reset.
He comes back and fires in a fastball. Johnson fouls it back. Also, too, after an inning, too, where you just picked up 5 runs, you now lead 7-3. You don't want any sort of inning where it gives that Legends the hope that they can come back in the ballgame. Back foot slider. Johnson lays off. Fastball dotted on the inside corner, count even. Johnson behind that one. Stay at 2-2. It's a big spot here. All momentum was Power side after ending that 6th inning. But now maybe just one big base hit. Legends can climb back into it, and Legends certainly a team that and Power know that they will go down without a fight. Nice pitch there by Vasquez to lock Johnson up at the knees.
That's a great job by Vasquez going with the low slider there. It's able to just freeze Johnson. It looked like it was a ball out of the hand, but just lands in the zone for the strike, and looks like this is going to be the day for Javier Vasquez, and what a day it was.
He just picked up strikeout number 8 on the day, and it's Tyler Crawford coming on for the Power. We'll be right back. Tyler Crawford coming on for the Power here in the top half of the 7th. He replaces Javier Vasquez, who went 6 1/3, had 8 strikeouts, 1 walk, 6 hits. And just for right now, it will be 3 earned runs, but his inherited runners at first and second. This one lined up, got a piece of Crawford. Durazo gets the out at second, but decides to eat it before throwing it to first.
A nice job by Durazo, able to get that out in second. That's the most important part because it does put you 1 out away. You don't need a double play to get out of this inning. It was going to be a nearly impossible chance to get that double play, but that first pitch coming in at 90 for Tyler Crawford. He can be an absolute weapon out of this bullpen. He's fully rested. He's a guy who's given the Power a ton of length before.
And this one hit into left center. Gab Makade's got it. And Crawford strands Vasquez's runners. Nice job by Tyler Crawford to come in and clean it up. We're heading to the bottom half of the 7th.
The Management Trust is a 100% employee-owned company. Every employee has a vested interest in providing memorable experiences to every homeowner and board members of HOAs. It's a very powerful thing. No homeowners association is too small or too large for us to manage. From community maintenance services to customized absentee home care, the Management Trust provides just about every service any homeowner could ask for. Hi, I'm Damien with the Management Trust. We're a community management built differently for your homeowners association. To find out how, give me a call.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
bottom half of the 7th here at Palm Springs Stadium for Game 2 of the CPCL Championship Series. Ethan Oliver is joined by Stephen Buxton. Power hold a 7-3 lead over the Ivy Legends after trailing 3-0 in the first inning. The Power played it across a run in the 3rd and 4th inning, which brought them within 1. And then in the 6th inning, they had a 5-run bottom half, which gave them this lead. And now we're here with the leadoff man, Derek Hurtado. Samuel Duenas, who came on to replace Jacob Villegas last inning, is back out for his first full inning of work. Fouled away now, 1-2.
Final line for Javier Vasquez, 6 in the 3rd inning, 6 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. All of them in the 1st inning, though. 8 strikeouts, and if you look at just what he did after that 1st inning, he went 4 over the minimum. He struck out 7 and only allowed 2 hits.
He was, as best as you could put it. After that 1st inning, you got everything out of him. He went 6 in the 3rd. 33 pitches after the 1st inning. You're probably thinking, okay, maybe we can just get like 3 or 4 innings out of this guy. But he rode the way he went over 100 pitches in the ball game as well. So if you're a manager, Casey Dill, you cannot be more proud of the start that Vasquez gave you. Hurtado 0 for 2, but has reached base all 3 times, 2 times by fielder's choice, and his last AB in the 6th, hit by pitch. He scored 2 runs in this ball game.
And we mentioned throughout last week how sometimes there were a couple non-traditional moves with how Zach Phillips and Casey Dillon and the Power just handled their pitching staff. Specifically, the most glaring one was when Javier Vasquez was through 4 no-hit innings and they pulled him. And even Tyler Crawford got pulled a little earlier than you'd expect him to get pulled last week. But that was all in order to be able to get them ready for this weekend. And right now, that plan paying dividends. Vasquez gave you 6 in the 3rd. Crawford, if in a perfect world, probably goes the rest of this game for the Power.
They're indeed looking to do that. Crawford has been a reliever/starter role here for the Power. It's been that kind of Swiss Army knife. But to only use 2 pitchers when you're about to go to a Game 3 is very huge.
Seven pitches already in this at-bat for Derek Hurtado. Even though he's 0 for 2, he's reached all 3 times so far.
And no lead is safe at all for this Legends team. They trail only by 4 runs, and I say only because in yesterday's ball game, the Power were up 4-0, and the Legends struck back and scored 6 straight unanswered runs. As Hurtado flies this one into the infield for out number 1.
And the nature of the way that the Power lost that lead yesterday is exactly what just keeps you holding out hope if you're a Legends fan or if you're on that bench, because you mentioned the Power had a 4-0 lead, and 6 outs later it was gone and they were trailing by 2. So, sure, some of that was self-inflicted by the Power with 2 errors in the 6th. But 6 runs in 2 innings, this Legends offense can get to work very quickly.
Brings up Caden Durazo. That one got a piece of his hand there. Hopefully he's all right. The umpire has not signaled anything, so I don't. That's being ruled a foul ball?
Yeah, it was a check swing there, and it looked like that probably got a piece of the knob. Durazo's hands right at the bottom, right next to that knob that's flared out a little bit. So it probably, and with Durazo's reaction, there wasn't a moment where he thought that it was going to count as getting hit. So just a painful strike for him.
Now down in the hole, 1-2.
But it's probably just one of those pitches where it got both the knob and the hand. But just happy Durazo looks like he's okay.
He goes right back inside on Durazo, and he has to foul it off.
And that's exactly what I would do as a pitcher with Sam Duenas on the mound. If you get a guy uncomfortable inside, whether he fouled something off his foot or if he got a ball off the hand that was a foul ball, just go inside, force the issue, make him uncomfortable.
We'll see if he'll double up here. He goes with the breaking ball away. Count now full. Durazo 1 for 3, his lone hit recorded back in the fourth. So hit sharply towards the right side. Little bobble there, but is unable to stay with it is the second baseman Angley.
Just a tough time to have a bad break like that for the Legends. It looks like you're going to have 2 up, 2 down in this inning, and then sure, it was a little bit sharply hit, but it was right at the second baseman, and it wasn't necessarily hit that hard. But over there at second base, Angley just not able to come up with that play, and you let a good runner on base again in Caden Durazo.
Yeah, that's a ball you definitely have to field. And we'll go down as the E4.
So far, the Power of this game taking advantage of every single Legends mistake.
And it brings up the man who tied this game in the 6th, Ramon Valenzuela, the RBI double. And then he really started. He's the one that really got the party started there. 4 more runs played across in that inning. There goes Durazo, taking off on the pitch. Nice throw from the catcher Cardenas, and he guns him down.
Durazo got a good jump there, but Duenas was really quick down to the plate. And a great throw by the catcher, Gavin Johnson. I mean, that ball was right on the money. And I mean, there's nothing Durazo can do there. It was almost a perfect jump, just he got beat.
And Durazo retired there on the base pass. Cardenas picks up his second baseman, Angley, because Durazo shouldn't have probably been on anyways. But the error from Angley allowed him to reach. But Cardenas erases that. 3-1 count now on Valenzuela. Check swing there. Not the hack you want to take when you're up 3-1. One strike away, Duenas has a chance to retire the side in order. It's low, and it's a walk there for Valenzuela.
It's not a 2-out hit, but for the Power, it's just more pressure, more base runners with 2 outs. It's just dragging out another inning against the Legends, and even if they don't score Ramon Valenzuela right here, you're just taxing that Legends bullpen even more, and you're making a team that's been out on the field a long time over the last 2 innings just stay out even longer.
Chopper over to Mendez. Easy play there to get out of it. We'll be right back after this break as we head to the 8th.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Yeah, 3, 2.
Legends down to their final 6 outs in this ball game. Cardenas will lead it off here in the 8th. Tyler Crawford back out there after collecting the last 2 outs of the 7th. Cardenas 1 for 3 with an RBI single and a run scored all the way back in the first, which seemed like so long ago. Cardenas doesn't chase. And now with the lead, Power leading 7-3. Maybe, I guess, depending on the answer here from this Legends offense, if they don't score a run, I'm assuming maybe if you're the Legends, you just have Duenas try to finish out the game?
Yeah, it's you either let Duenas finish the game or maybe even there's a chance we see a couple position players pitching just to simply save arms and just make it to that doubleheader.
This one hit out to shallow right field. Rodriguez coming on. Makes the play. See Rodriguez kind of battling the sun there. Caught that ball a little bit lower than normal.
And the sun is going to be an issue until, if the score holds and the Power win this game, it's going to be an issue until probably about the 3rd or 4th inning of game number 2, because that's when it'll start finally creeping behind the mountains and behind the press box, because no matter what, the Power and, well, everyone playing the outfield today has to basically stare into the sun to some extent for a good portion of tracking down fly balls.
And if the Legends cannot come back to rally and win this game, there will be a Game 3 of the championship series that will start up after 30 minutes after this one concludes.
Power have made it to a Game 3 once. That was in 2024, and they walked that one off in the 10th.
Big hack there from Hernandez. Casey Dill already has 5 championships under his belt. Just won first 3 in CPCL. Trying to make it 4 in a row here at Palm Springs Stadium after dropping Game 1 at CBU 6-4 in last night's ball game, and now currently here leading 7-3. 2-2 now. Counts full.
Going for six championships under Casey Dill, 12 for the organization, and Casey would tie Harry Gurley, who is revered around here, with championship number 6 as a manager.
Going to be a tough play. Hernandez busting down the line, but they will collect out. It's a 3-1 putout.
Nice job by Tyler Crawford getting down the mound very quickly. Yes, he is a righty, so he is finishing closer towards that first base side of the rubber, but coming out of your windup, it's sometimes really difficult for a pitcher to get down the mound. Sometimes they have to think for a second to do it, but the moment that ball was put in play, you could see Crawford sprinting down to first, and just a good job staying heads up and staying present in fielding your position.
Crawford's ERA coming into this game was sitting at 2.52. And right now it looks like this ball game is going to be his to finish. So he's looking to lower that one under 2. Ninth appearance on the season. Came in with 25 innings under his belt.
He was a guy who was called up from the PSCL, and at the very beginning it was a thought that maybe he gets the spot start here, he fills in, but he's grown into the role and he is dominated for the Power.
Hit over to Razzo. Nice play. Hasso takes a fall there and falls on first base trying to cover the bag. So that one will go down as an error. Hopefully Hasso's okay. Maybe just lost his footing.
Yeah, it looked like he slipped a little bit when he went to touch the bag there. Thankfully, both guys getting up, and Hasso bent over. Looks like he's in a little bit of pain or discomfort at least, but no indication by him that he would even consider getting removed from this game.
Brings up now A.J. Logston.
And part of it too, Ethan, everyone knows on this field, everyone wearing a red jersey today knows they've only got 2 more innings that are guaranteed this season. Yes, they're trying to force game 2 today in what would be a doubleheader. But if the Legends come back, the Power only guaranteed this one.
And the Power coming into this championship series were already out 2 guys with Owen Michelson and Caden Richards due to injury. And they just picked up a third in Kai Cunningham getting hurt in game 2 early in this first inning. Nice block there by Williams. Oh, looked like Crawford was on cruise control. Then that error kind of got him out of rhythm now as he falls behind Logston 3-0. There's a nice bounce back pitch. Fastball on the inner half. Logs is still in control here with the 3-1 count. Perez, the runner at first. Breaking ball in there for strike 2. Beautiful pitch.
It's a beautiful pitch, and it's his best one. That slider is absolutely lethal from Tyler Crawford. That one started way out of the zone and just breaks back in and absolutely froze Logston.
Perez moving on the pitch because it was a full count, and Logston will work a walk.
Looked like a slider backed up on him and just didn't finish coming back to the plate. So a tough miss for Tyler Crawford, but runners on first and second now. He's just looking for a ground ball to get out of this.
Trying to not let this long inning continue. It looked like it was going to be a nice 1-2-3. Then the little slippage over that first base by Hasso allowed Perez to reach. Now Logston has reach on a walk, and it brings up Aiden Erlinson. He had a single in his last at-bat in the 7th. But you're just 1 out away from getting out of it. The tying run on deck in Angley. Big hack there by Erlinson. Trying to maybe get some runs back with 1 swing. Misses there. Good pitch, though, at the knees. And I mentioned earlier, you don't want these legends to get any sense of hope that they can come back in this game. Put them out early so that in the 9th, they're facing a large deficit, and they're probably thinking already on to the next game. But you allow them to maybe score some runs here, they might pump the brakes a little bit and think, okay, we can maybe close this series out in 2. This is now another 3-ball count.
Yeah, it was looking like they could possibly go into that mode early on again, that early lead, 3-0 after the first. But since then, Power pitching has been dominant, and Power with all the momentum on their side, even though that one's inside for a walk. If they can get through this inning and put up a 0, I mean, it would just be deflating for the Legends, having the bases loaded and not being able to push across 1.
Back-to-back walks now from Crawford. We'll have a mound visit now from pitching coach Zach Phillips.
Yeah, and for Zach, there's no urgency on necessarily getting Tyler Crawford out of this game. There is a pitcher warming up right now in the bullpen, but not warming up on a mound. He's just working with some bands, trying to get hot. So Tyler Crawford's got this inning at bare minimum, maybe the next one, but as of right now, it's his job to get one more inning. But that mound meeting, really just a scouting report for Angley. He struck out twice. Zach Phillips probably saw something in those 2 at-bats that he wanted to relay to Crawford.
And so maybe time to let Crawford settle down. Like I mentioned, he was cruising. Then the error in the back-to-back walks. Tying run in Angley at the plate. Base is full. First pitch fouled.
And for giving that scouting report, he could almost give a very similar one to that which he would have given Javier Vasquez, because he's going to a similar pitcher in Tyler Crawford, a big fastball slider guy. Just Crawford throws about 2 or 3 miles an hour harder.
Nice breaking ball there at the knees. Oh, 2 now. Base is full with 2 outs. Perez, the runner at third. Logs, the runner at second. Erlinson, the runner at first. Crawford 1 strike away from stranding all 3 runners. And Angley will take time. Big spot in the game here. Top 8. Legends trail by 4. Oh! Crawford thought that was strike 3. Infield thought it was strike 3. The crowd doesn't love that call either.
Yeah, that slider just missed barely below the zone. Everyone on the field thought it was strike 3, except for the batter Angley and our home plate umpire.
So Angley will live to fight another day just by inches. Another one misses. Counts even, 2-2.
Yeah, went with the fastball there, and Brett Williams set up over the heart of the plate. Crawford just pulled it a little bit. It went outside.
Big moment here. Base is full. Deuce is wild. Good take there by Angley. He's really starting to work Crawford.
And I really like that pitch there by Crawford. It's a slider in the dirt, but it looks like it's a fastball at the bottom of the zone for so long until it dips out. And he's already seen a couple fastballs that are middle to low in the zone. So it's a good attempt. It's a great spot to go just for sheer sequencing purposes. Just a better take there.
I gotta think Crawford's gonna attack him here at the fastball. He goes with the breaking ball, locks him up on the inside corner, and Crawford strands all 3 runners to keep the 7-3 lead here as we go to the bottom half of the 8th. Top of the lineup, due up for the Power in the bottom half of the 8th. AJ Bianchina, Brett Williams, and Juni Rodriguez. This will be the 5th time through the lineup. Bianchina 1 for 3 with a single and a walk with a run scored. And the Will Indeed Bucks, we called it Samuel Duenas. Go and try to get the last 3 outs here unless the Legends score 4 or take the lead in the 9th.
Yeah, if the Legends take the lead or even tie it in the 9th, expect there to be a new arm on the mound. But right now, they're just looking for 3 outs. The worst thing that could happen for the Legends is they have to go to the bullpen again in a game that, as of now, the Power are in control of.
Little cue ball shot, gonna be a long throw, but just in time.
Yeah, that's not an easy play down there at third base. It requires a strong arm for Mendez because not even just the fact that it's a long throw, but it's a long throw that has to get there in a hurry because AJ Bianchina can fly down the line.
Bring up Brett Williams, who's 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. He's having himself a nice bounce back game after in game 1 he was 1 for 5. Defensively, he did throw out 2 runners in that ball game. Another guy having himself a nice bounce back game is Ramon Valenzuela. He was 0 for 4 with 3 Ks yesterday and delivered a clutch hit in this ball game to tie the game in the 6th. Breaking ball doesn't quite come all the way back in the zone. We saw that pitch getting called a strike a lot in yesterday's ball game. We mentioned earlier in this broadcast, this is the same home plate umpire we had as yesterday as well. Brett Williams, 3-1 hacking, gets way underneath that one. And Hernandez will go all the way to right field to make that play.
Yeah, it's a great pitch by Duenas, a breaking ball that did catch a lot of the plate, but it was low, so Williams got under it. And you can't ask any more from Duenas than just get quick outs here, get that offense to the ninth inning as soon as they can, because they've got some work to do. Down 4 against this power team. The Legends just want to be able to get to the ninth without having to throw someone else.
Junior Rodriguez has a pair of RBIs, just one base knock. Duenas looking to close 3 2/3 innings of work. Big hack there. Rodriguez pulled off that one. Duenas falls behind 3-1 once again. Ball outside. Rodriguez will take his second walk of the day. That's not what you want from Duenas. You're trying to get to the ninth inning as soon as possible. Keep your defenders fresh. As we mentioned, if the Legends don't come back in this one, there will be a Game 3 happening here 30 minutes after this one concludes.
Yeah, and for Duenas, it's basically he's in control of this inning unless things get really out of hand. And then likely the Legends probably have to go to a position player. But for the Power, if they could add another one just to tack onto this lead and make it a little more comfortable in the ninth, that would be huge for them and huge for Tyler Crawford, who did a great job last inning escaping that bases-loaded jam.
And no one up and moving in the Power bullpen. We saw slight movement and a toss from it appeared to be Isaac Sanchez while Crawford got out of that jam, but then has now got sat back down. So we're assuming Crawford's going to come out for the ninth. No one moving in the Legends bullpen as well, so Duenas trying to collect one more out. Breaking ball way out of the zone. That one never really competitive at all. And it's the third straight batter now where Duenas has fallen to a 3-ball count. Strike inside, maybe a little upstairs as well on Haas. So count will be full. Rodriguez, the runner at first, will be on the move. Johnson will not hold him on. Here comes the 3-2. Outside, back-to-back walks after collecting the first 2 outs.
And it's not a good spray pattern for Sam Duenas right now. Those pitches all over the map. He missed high, he missed inside, he missed outside. That one he missed low. So it looks like he's just having trouble finding a release point here. There's going to be a meeting on the mound. It's the pitching coach for the Inland Valley Legends. But right now, meeting's probably just going to say, hey, let's just calm down. Let's try and find a consistent release point. And just trying to play pitch and catch here because the Legends just need to get strikes right now. They just need to get through this game. And unless their offense puts up 4 in the 9th, which they're probably planning for next game already, they'll change plans if they score 4 in the 9th, sure. But unless that happens, they need to start planning for how they're going to be able to manage the next game. Yes, Sam Duenas has done a nice job out of the bullpen providing length, and really for their pitching staff as a whole, it's been pretty much ideal for what would happen if they do lose.
This one hits sharply towards the right side, and it gets underneath the glove of Johnson. Rodriguez will come in to score. Hasso getting the wave, and he's in there standing. It's a 2-out, 2 RBI double from Matt Makate.
Makate, along with the rest of the power lineup, they've been wearing out that right field line. Another one right down the line that just rolled forever. And there was no question of if Alex Hasso could score. It was only if he was going to be standing or sliding. And the power with 2 massive insurance runs where
that might be the dagger.
They can send out Tyler Crawford. They can send out whoever they want. And right now, Casey Dill can be picky with how he manages the rest of this game. He can line everything up.
And that's exactly how you shoot an arrow through the heart of your opponent. A big 2 insurance runs in the 8th. Now you could see Duenas was just getting worn down. Those back-to-back walks, falling deep into counts. Makate jumps all over it. Third time Makate has reached base in his 5 at-bats. Or plate appearance, I should say. This one will find the seats.
And so I mentioned earlier that this game has gone, or the pitching for the Legends has gone pretty much ideal for if they were going to lose a game, because if you're in that dugout, it doesn't matter if you lose the game by 1 or 100. You still have game number 2. So just the fact that they haven't had to use more pitchers.
So an in off the hands of Hurtado, hit weakly and angly underneath, and the inning will be over. But the power pick up 2 insurance runs. The Legends down to their final 3 outs as they trail by 6. They will try to have a miraculous comeback, but the Power are looking to send this to a Game 3.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle.
Such a make-a-wish. It's 9-1-2 due up for the Legends. Power 3 outs away from forcing a Game 3 in the CPCL Championship Series. Strike 1 from Crawford. And Crawford trying to blank the Legends for 8 straight innings now. Not Crawford by himself, but it would be Vasquez and Crawford combined of 8 scoreless innings after Vasquez gave up 3 in the first. Oh, 2 now on Johnson. Way outside. Nice pitch there. Has Johnson swinging for out number 1.
Ethan, it's the slider for Tyler Crawford that has been so good for so long this season, and that one of the best. It started off at the top of the zone. It was up and in, and it looked like an inside fastball for Gavin Johnson. He goes after it, but that ball just falls off the table and goes all the way beneath the zone. He's been sequencing so well today.
And now is the top of the order in Quadros. Quadros 2 for 4. Whoa. Way behind Quadros.
Yeah, that one just slipped out of the hand. Maybe he just didn't have a good grip on it, or maybe there was a little bit of dust on that ball. But did not come out of the hand right, so fastball basically just resets the eyes for Quadros.
How about that? You get a ball behind you, then you get a fastball right back at you. Tough sport. Hitting a baseball, for sure, the hardest thing in all of sports. There's that slider off the end of the bat. Durazo has to come on. Running throw. It got him in time.
Fans, that spectacular play by Caden Durazo is an Alpacero Jewelers webcast.
I mean, that was a great play by Caden Durazo. He had to move a long way to his right, going down for that one. It's not easy to make that transfer so quickly, and being able to get up with that. You've got a fast runner in Quadros running down the line, so it has to be a quick play, and he was able to throw a strike down to Hasso.
That's something that since Durazo has stepped foot here in Palm Springs Stadium, that defense has really been his bread and butter. The bat hasn't all been there, just batting, coming in this game at 230 clip. OBP under 400, around the 330 range. But the defense is exactly what this power team needed. That one fouled off the leg of Mendez. 1 strike away are the power from forcing a Game 3. Trying to do it with only 2 pitchers as well in this ball game. Then that really sets you up for Game 3. Really the quota we've been saying, everybody's fresh. Everybody can go. Break it ball. Line shot up the middle, and that one will sneak under the glove of Durazo. 2 out hit from Mendez.
Yeah, hard shot up the middle. Durazo put a snag at it, but that was going to take a Herculean effort to get up and throw out Mendez. So a single to keep this game alive. And still down to their final out, though. The Legends are going to need a lot right now.
They're going to need a 6-run, 2-out rally. It's been done before. Chances are very low here. But I like the word you just, Herculean. It will take a Herculean effort from the Legends to score 6 with 2 outs.
That's your SAT word for the day.
There it is. I might take that one. Herculean, huh? Learn something new every day with Bucks. 1-1 count now.
I'm just here to educate the masses, man.
That's that ASU education right there. Paying a lot of money for it, so might as well put it to use, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, chin music up to Cardenas.
I know it's a bad miss there up and in at Cardenas' head, but if I'm Tyler Crawford, I'm going right back inside, just pounding the inner half with fastballs at the top of the zone and then a couple sliders down and away.
Tries the slider away. Doesn't get the call.
It was a good pitch, but it just started off a little bit too close to the middle of the plate. When it broke it out, it was basically too apparent that it was going to go out of the zone.
2-out walk to Cardenas. 2 runners have now reached here with 2 outs in the 9th.
Because ideally, you want that ball starting off inside and either breaking it to the edge of the plate or breaking out just past the zone closer to the left-handed batter's box. But since it starts over the middle, the batter in Cardenas basically knew that was going to be a ball out of the hand once he recognizes the spin.
Yeah, once you see spin, and if it's starting already off at the outer edge, you know it's going to keep spinning out. That's the pitch you want right there. Right down the middle, and it just breaks all the way to the inside corner. Trying to dig that ball to the back foot. And he goes right back to it, and this time Hernandez thought he could get the hands out front early and put a rip into it, but he whiffs. Just down to their final strike again. Three sliders in a row there from Crawford. This one put in play and stabbed at by Crawford, and he'll underhand flip to Hasso to end the game. The Power will go ahead and shake hands, and they will send this championship series to Game 3 with a 9-3 win over the Inland Valley Legends.
Ethan, it was going to take a lot for the Power to pull this off today, especially after falling behind early in the game. But you cannot talk about the job that Javier Vasquez did enough. 6 1/3 innings, especially after going down early. He put the team on his back, put up nothing but zeros after that, and between him and Tyler Crawford, being able to put in that work and preserve the bullpen. So the Power have a pretty full staff for game number 2. I mean, you couldn't have drawn up a better situation for this squad going into game 2. The bats are feeling good, a couple big innings, and we mentioned the 5th inning as possibly a deciding factor in who wins or loses the game. The Legends had a runner at third base with nobody out, and a 5-3 double play to end the threat when the Legends looked like they were going to go up even more than just the 3 runs.
Yeah, and that was really a big point in the ball game, and that 6th inning really is what stands out. A big offensive splash from the Power, giving them that lead, and then the big 2 RBIs in the 8th inning from Matt McCarty to extend that lead to 6. And from there, Tyler Crawford closes it out, and that's 8 scoreless innings from this pitching staff after giving up 3 in the first. Buxton, any final remarks or closing thoughts before we head into Game 3 of this championship series?
Well, I'm just excited to see what the lineup looks like, because from top to bottom, it has been cooking the last couple days, and especially the work that the bottom of the lineup did today. Back-to-back extra base hits from Ramon Valenzuela and Michael Salter, who came in off the bench after the injury to Kai Cunningham. They needed it yesterday. They got production from that bottom half, and then today, right when they needed it, that's where it kick-started the comeback.
Yeah, and there's been some guys that have stepped up big in this one, and hopefully here to keep it going as Game 3 will start about 30 minutes from now. For Stephen Buxton, I'm Ethan Olivares. We thank you guys for joining us here live, and we'll be right back live in about 30 minutes for Game 3 of the CPC.